Grace Stumpf has all the ingredients you look for in a standout high school softball player.
I bring quite a bit of positivity just in the dugout. I try my best to help bring people up.
I call her the Bulldog. She's got good stuff, maybe not the best stuff, but she's gonna compete for you every pitch. Offensively, she's a grinder. Just a competitive kid who's been through a lot of adversity lately, and she keeps coming back.
Yes, the last few years have been far from a piece of cake for Grace. As she was entering a promising junior year, her sports career quickly crumbled.
It was the first game of the volleyball season in September of 2019, I believe. I was the outside hitter, and I went up for a hit, and I landed wrong, and my knee collapsed in, and that's pretty much what happened. I didn't really know what it was at first.
As a coach, it was a tough blow during volleyball season to find out that your star pitcher had just torn her ACL. Grace was, you could tell it was, especially missing softball was hard on her.
I struggled a lot right away, but most of these girls came to my side and helped me, supported me through that, so it was very, very helpful for me.
Grace's sister Faith, who doubles as a teammate, was one of her biggest supporters, which is no surprise considering they've spent nearly every day of their lives together.
We were always outdoors. We liked to get messy a lot, make mud pies, just stuff like that.
Mud pies. Now that's where this story takes its much more flavorful twist.
Peanut butter Oreo, vanilla, chocolate, graham cracker, lemon, strawberry.
Those are just a handful of the frostings being whipped up these days by this hard-throwing right-hander.
So my business is called Cupcakes by Grace. Cupcakes has a Z at the end. I started in January of 2020, which was right before the pandemic hit.
Because, as the old saying goes, when life hands you an ACL rehab and a pandemic, make cupcakes.
My mom started bringing them to work so people could taste them. My dad brought them to work.
She sent me a text asking about cupcakes, and I thought she just wanted to give them to my little kids, and I went and picked them up. She told me I owed her money, so that's where I found out about the baking.
Once the school year rolled back around, you'd assume business would slow down, but the opposite happened.
My business teacher, Mr. Brend, asked me if I wanted to start selling cupcakes at the school, so I started selling cupcakes every Friday. Usually I have a fifth hour study hall, so I can go home for lunch and fifth hour, so I'm at home for about an hour. So that's when I get most of the baking, frosting, that stuff done. And then after practices, after games, pretty much I'm pretty busy. So
it's kind of chaotic. She's all over the place because she gets very stressed about it, but it always turns out well.
Next year, Grace plans to attend the North Dakota State College of Science for Culinary Arts, with the dream of one day opening her own bakery. But for now, the cake is on a break, as she and the Tommies try to win a state title this weekend.
The team is pretty young in general, but we all have a really close bond even outside of softball. So I think that's really brought us together and made us a better team.
And championship or not, the cupcake orders will continue to pile up.
So she doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be making birthday cakes for my children this summer too.